All right, bro. We are live. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. All right. You are listening to Stottie and Mojo. This is our first
Oh,
Zoom episode. Hey, if I had some sound effects, I would throw them shits in. I don't even know how to fuck with this thing, like, but literally, yay, all that good stuff. It's our first thing. So let's get straight on into it. It's been a lot going on the last couple of, really the last couple of weeks, but developing stories just keep on coming. So yeah, let's delve on into it. I want to talk about what do I want to talk about first? I think I want to talk about the Janet Jackson shit. So Janet Jackson's documentary just wrapped up. I don't know if it was a couple of days ago, and I binge watched all of it yesterday. And
so do I. So did I.
binge watched it, and I'm from Indiana, not Gary, so it was really interesting just to like, bro, I can't wait to see them talk about Indiana and her come down here. I didn't know that she has not been down there since she was 8 years old. That was really, really interesting. I was like, man, she hasn't been to that house since she was 8 years old. And I think people assume, especially Indiana people, think that Janet grew, born and raised in Gary. She was definitely not born and raised in Gary. She's born in Gary. she wasn't she wasn't raised like that in Gary. So that was even
Right.
more interesting. Just right off the bat. I only been to Gary once. Me and Mojo went. And I didn't get to see that
Yeah.
Jackson 5. I didn't get to see that Jackson 5 mural. Did you? I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't there when we went. When we went,
No, I wouldn't be surprised if
it
they
wasn't there.
painted the shit when they knew
They
because they knew
brought a
she was
painted it from
coming.
the documentary.
Yeah, she's trying to fuck with
Because
me.
it
I
was
would have had
not.
all type of selfies and everything by that. I would have definitely been posted up with that one. I would have left
Yeah.
Michael Jackson house going to the mural. Understand?
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and I posted that on my TikTok and
go follow.
and it's on my Instagram as well.
Yes.
The video of us at the house.
Yes. When we went to the house, I always think about the gardening dude that looked like a fucking Jackson. Did he look like he look? Look at Mojo. Come on. So,
Sorry.
Mojo, sit down.
Gotta
No,
get it.
the gardener looked like a Jackson to me, bro. Like literally, didn't he have like an
He's still
afro and everything? He looked like a Jackson 5. I don't literally, he looked like Tito's son, but you know he wasn't Tito's son.
No.
Go back. way too dark for that. So yeah. um I didn't know that it was like such a museum, you know what I'm saying? They had turned it into, you know what I'm saying, such this, thing, the inside
Right.
of the
I
house.
didn't. Yeah, when we were there, it seemed like the windows had like some kind of shade over them where you couldn't look
Yeah,
inside the window. I didn't even think it was anything inside the house, but
me
it's
neither.
completely furnished.
Right. Right.
I was shocked.
You looking where Toya and Janet was laying at when they walked in the house. I'm like, did I just furnish this damn house too? It was just interesting. It was interesting.
It was interesting.
It was very interesting. Gary, Indiana, really don't have a lot going on. For a lot of folks that don't know, man, Gary, Indiana is kind of on the come up. It's like a fucking Detroit, It's like it ain't really a lot going on. So I think the Jacksons was probably one of the best things that happened to Gary. One of the best things. I ain't trying to get no hate from the Gary folks. They are deep down there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but the Jacksons put Gary, Indiana on the map. And then Freddie Gibbs. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs came and put Gary back on the map. If you know, you know. So yeah, that was interesting. And also to me was interesting. I be forgetting it was 9 people. It said nine people in that house at one time, but I don't really think it was like all at the same
And
time.
2 bedrooms.
Yeah, a 2-bedroom house. But I didn't know that. And did you hear when I think Reby said that she was 16 years old when Janet was born? Did she say that?
Yeah,
I
she
did
did say
not
that.
know that. I didn't know that. So I didn't know that it was like that's a significant age difference. You hear me? And I think it was 3 sets of people that was like Reeves them age, and then some of them was younger too. So I think that's probably how they had them all working because it couldn't have been all of them living in that house unless they was on the flow. You hear me? Like, damn, that's a lot of room.
Well,
A lot of people.
they said that they had like 2 sets of bunk beds in the room. Yeah, I don't know where they all slept because that didn't make sense. Because think about it, the parents had to have one room, and then there was only the other bedroom. And so all the boys slept on like one side and the girls slept on the other side. I don't know.
I don't know.
It was a struggle house.
It was a fucking struggle. And then can you imagine the bathroom struggle in the morning? Look, it's too much, bro. That's too much. So yeah, that thing was interesting, but for me, Reby looked amazing, bro. Like before, can we just say how Reby looked in the documentary? She looked great to me. She looked good.
She looked good. I thought the wig was problematic.
Hey, yeah, she had one of them Sunday service wigs.
That was the wig that she borrowed from her mama. They had the same wig on.
That was Catherine Jackson's wig on everything. That's that all-purpose wig. That's an all-purpose wig. You
gave them both a wig. Like they shared a wig.
Literally, they bet not. But see, they always want to, them Jacksons always want to act like they ain't got no damn money. No, bro, if Cry Broke was a family, right? Like every time you look around, they be crying broke. They don't got no money. Remember, Catherine Jackson said when Michael Jackson died and they was all fighting over that estate, Catherine Jackson said she ain't got no money. She just living off her.
She ain't no money to take care of them kids.
She ain't trying to take care of them kids. Give me some of that Michael Jackson estate to take care of these damn blonde blues. You feel me? Give me some money. I'm on it. I'm on one, y'all. I'm on one. Yeah, I'm excited about our Zoom conversation. Hey, keeping it real. Hey, if you don't like it, you better turn me off. But don't do Toya like that. Toya looked better than Janet, and that's a damn shame. Look at her. I want to see your face. I thought, not Toya, Reby. Reby looked better than Janet to me. Reby looked like
Reby looked
good. She looked like facial wise, with the makeup. She looked like she did the makeup herself, and Janet had a whole fucking team. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? So Reby she had that
natural team with that.
With that what?
I hated Janet with that matte lipstick, but that was a choice. I'm just not a matte lipstick.
Hey, it was something about Janet Jackson that looked dried out.
Her lips.
Straight up. She looked like she was wrung all the way the fuck out. Straight up. But no, to me, Reby looked naturally pretty. Hey, I didn't like how they was trying to get Catherine Jackson to talk about Michael Jackson's death on that camera. You hear me? I just thought about that. These Jacksons, them Jacksons be on some bullshit, Monica. But anyway, so tell me what you think. I don't want to do too much rambling. Tell me what some of your favorite parts.
Well, I didn't really have a favorite part. I just enjoyed learning more about Janet. I think that her relationships were interesting. I found it very ironic that she kind of cataloged her relationships until her current ex-husband, like the ex-husband she has the baby with. She didn't talk about him at all.
She didn't want to get there. He ain't playing with her. He ain't playing with her. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if he was outside. I wish you would. I wish you would. And you better not show the baby. I don't give a fuck how much money you
She did not show the baby.
She knew better.
She didn't show the baby feet.
Right. She
showed nothing about the baby.
Hey, what's the husband's name? Kwasim or Hasim? He ain't playing. He ain't playing. They'll be at your door. You hear me? They will be at your door. Quit playing.
She knew better, and she didn't.
Speaking of, no, go ahead.
And then, what about Jermaine Dupri? How did you feel about the fact that she had been with all these other men, and then when she got with the one black man, he cheated on her and broke her heart?
As I stated before, first thing I'm gonna say about Jermaine Dupri is veneers, the teeth. You hear me? Because the Jermaine Dupri grill was fucked up, so I couldn't even get over the fake teeth from Jermaine Dupri. But for me, man, I got some. When it comes to Janet Jackson, when I watched what's the husband name? Renee? What was the?
We're having a little technical difficulty on my end. Huh?
Can you? Are you back? Can you hear?
Yeah,
I'm
good.
What was the husband's name? That was the video man.
Renee.
Renee to me, I thought Renee was a genius when it came to the art of Janet. You hear me? When being a video person, to me that was fascinating. it was so fascinating how, you know, I guess him being her husband or whatever, he could literally put that shit on the back burner. And bruh, he was doing a lot of shit that I don't think
Yeah.
a lot of men would have allowed. But he saw past that.
Well, I think he realized that in order for her to grow and for her to expand her career, she had to go in a different. She was like a little girl. She had to go from a little girl, control, and then she had to become a woman and find her sexuality. So that's what he was bringing out. I think it was brilliant too.
Me too.
How he did that.
Oh man, and watching the video, and he was so technical. It was good to watch just from a. You can just see him creating art, right? These videos that he was directing are art masterpieces. So I was like, damn, this dude is dope. But I think that because did you see was it Tupac? Some, you know, the little interview with it made him look like a corny nigga. You know what I'm saying? To the average black dude, it's like, this nigga's a cornball ass nigga. Like, I can take Janet from him in a fucking heartbeat. You know what I mean? And that's what it was given for me. I was like, damn, man. But then I was wondering, like, maybe they swinging or something, because did you see, like, it was one part in the video where he was like trying to find somebody, like it was his idea to have her pull them people on the stage, do the lap dances and shit, and he wanted to pick the dudes. He was on some weirdo shit. I was like, man, this dude Renee is on some weird shit. And I seen their relationship change from the director business artist thing to he's getting on my fucking nerves, turn his camera off. You know what I'm saying? He was doing a little bit, he was exploiting her a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Especially when she went home and went to go visit her family and stuff like that. He was doing too much. He was doing too much. And they were saying that he was a pillhead. But everybody was mad at Janet that she said that she attracts drug dealers or drug addicts.
Drug addicts.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Well, I mean, if she has that kind of personality, then I understand. You know, she attracts those type of men who need. I think because her father was probably so strong that she probably is attracted to men who need her help, so she can be a rescue for them, and that's probably ends up being men who abuse drugs. Yeah, that's what I think it was. But I think her and her second husband, I think their relationship was a good relationship, in the aspect that he was there to help guide her career. Once she left her father, I think she was pretty much out there on her own. So she needed somebody to help her. And he just happened to have, he just happened to be the visionary that was able to propel her to the next level in her superstardom, because she is a superstar. I mean, and that era of Janet is my favorite era for Janet. Those songs are the songs that I connect to.
So you talking about the control stuff?
No, the stuff with Renee, with the second husband.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying.
So that was the Velvet Rope era. Yeah, that's my era for Janet. When I think she did the best. So I loved it. I love the documentary. I love seeing. No,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I love seeing when she talked about her and Michael and doing Scream, and the fact that you saw them like at his apartment, just like she's sitting on the floor typing up the words to the song. I mean, and you know, them having that creative moment together. Yes. I thought it was a good documentary. Really, I did.
Good. It was. I thought what was interesting, like you said, once she left her father. I mean, I want to say first of all, Joe Jackson wasn't no joke about trying to get his kids, you know what I'm saying, to superstardom. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's one thing. Just like she said, that man was on his shit when he was trying to get these people to make it pop. And I think I like that the assistant went with her. You hear me? Remember Joe's assistant? That was beautiful, and I think that's definitely what she needed.
She needed it.
And then, you know, they was trying to, I don't know if you caught this, but I felt like they was trying to say that, like, you know, Michael Jackson fired Joe Jackson. So then Joe Jackson was like, well, I'm going to use your sister, and she going to be bigger than you. Like, I don't know if they were trying to like pin the siblings against each other type thing or what. That was interesting to me too.
No, I think that it was just a matter of the fact that now they're gone, he can focus all his attention on Janet. And I think because, it was just Janet, why not her becoming the best, the biggest artist in the world? I mean, that's any management's, job to have that vision for you to become the best. So I think it was just the fact that she was just the only one there.
Right. Great. Yeah, because it's interesting because I know Rebe had a song out, right? And LaToya did
Oh
too.
yeah,
But
Centipede.
did LaToya had a song out too? But no one
Yeah,
cared.
I think so. I don't remember it.
Yeah, but no one does, right? Hey, and you notice
No.
she only said LaToya's name once. No, that's the one they want you to forget. That's the one they want you to forget about. But hey, Toya, we ain't forgot about you, Toya. We know you when you was in front of that camera, you was telling it all. You hear me? So, Toya, you was interesting.
I remember
But
Toya.
yeah, but Janet, bro, I didn't know that she was acting so young, and I didn't know that she had most of her upbringing was in Cali. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was tight. Cause soon as the Jacksons made it, they like we up out of this Gary shit, and we on our way to California to make it, and made it they did. So yeah, the documentary was really really interesting.
It was good.
Also, I didn't know how much Michael Jackson's allegations affected Janet's career like that. That guilty by association thing is so serious. You know what I mean? But I like
Yeah.
how they still kind of stuck together. You know what I mean? Because they were all affected by the Michael Jackson stuff. She was getting doors slammed all in her little face. So that was really interesting how
Yeah.
for real. And blackball too. Hey, while
And
Justin
Black Ball
Timberlake
too.
while Justin Timberlake career thrived, you feel me? Yeah, Janet took a L with the Michael Jackson thing and with the Super Bowl thing. So I thought that was
Yeah,
really
I didn't realize how much that affected her either. The whole Justin Timberlake thing, because
man,
after that, you really didn't hear from Janet anymore.
Nah.
So, to me, it was just like out of her being not present was just like out of mind,
out of sight, out of mind. But that's exactly what she said. She said they were damn near trying to make her go away. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to make. But what's so crazy? If you fast forward to 2022, nobody would even give a damn now. You know what I mean? But then they nailed her to the wall. It really did. And I don't know why they did that to that woman. You know what I mean? I just don't think it was called for.
That was weird. And you know what else I just thought about? Like Janet, she hasn't had that many. Her discography is not that large.
No, it's not.
Think about it.
Is that why Prince was calling her Michael Jackson's sister? I see why. And then also speaking of that, how the fuck did Janet get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame when she was 21? Like, was they paying for it then or what? That was weird.
It had to be. Her daddy paid for that.
Because just like you said, the girl only had like 3 or 4 albums, right? It wasn't even before that. She wasn't.
She had 2 hit albums. That was it. 2 hit albums, and she a superstar. I mean, classic albums, of course, they stand the test of time. But she had two albums that we can refer back to.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say this because I know people thinking it, but I also did not know how instrumental Paula Abdul was to, her success. Janet was known for that dancing, and I had no idea that Paula Abdul was the driving force.
Right.
That's interesting.
I did always notice like Paula Abdul danced like Janet Jackson, but really it was the other way around.
Jackson it fucked me up. That really did trip me out because you can say whatever you want about Paula Abdul, but that woman can move, and she can still move in 2022. Like she can move, and also what Janet said stuck with you because they asked Janet what is the hardest thing about being a Jackson, and she said trying to see who's really actually your friend. And it was really sad that she like I really do not have any friends out here, and I like that Janet found a friend. You know what I'm saying? I think Paula and the other lady that she was dancing with and stuff like that. I'm glad that she found some friends because I bet you was really being famous. Period. I bet it's hard seeing who actually there for you. Do you like me because of my name? Do you like me because of what you think I can do for you? That is the hardest thing, right? Because you don't know who's real. So yeah,
for sure.
Janet really opened my eyes with a lot of things with her little documentary. Man, you could tell I sound congested as fuck. But yeah, yeah. So I loved
All
it. I
right,
want
so
to
that
know what
was
everybody
that was
thinks.
that was a really good documentary. So I enjoyed it.
I did too. And I want to know what everybody
All right.
else thinks because this was it was good and I felt like it could have been longer. I really felt like it could have been longer, like you said. And yeah, oh man, it's so much shit. Like Jermaine Dupri should not have been the ending, right? That should have been the ending of her because she had somebody. She got married with the husband, but she cut her shit off. She cut her story off to me. I felt like it was so much more to tell. I do.
Or maybe she'll come back with something else.
It'd be nice, but yo, tell me what y'all think about
Well,
all this.
well, since you're on the whole married kick right now, thinking about Janet Jackson and where her documentary ended, what about this whole marriage fiasco, divorce fiasco with Kanye and Kim?
Oh shit, Kanye and Kim. The Kanye and Kim thing. Yeah. Look, that's that's a lot. We Kanye and Kim. Excuse me, y'all. Kanye and Kim. I think I'm gonna have to do a separate video because literally I'm going through a thing with these allergy thing. I need to get my life together. But I want to know what y'all think about this video, and we are going to come back to this topic. So yeah, make sure you follow Mojo on social media. At is Miss Mojo _ Miss Mojo. What is it?
Miss
What's
Mojo,
Miss Mojo _ Yes, and then also follow her on TikTok because she is really popping on TikTok. What is your TikTok?
it's realtor_Monica.
Because Monica stay in her bag. She stays in her bag. So yeah, make sure you follow me on all platforms: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Stottie, you can send email stottie@yahoo.com. And yeah, it's a movement. So stay tuned, and we're gonna unpack this video part 2 on the Kim and Kanye marriage. Yes, it's a situation. Appreciate y'all. One love.